Taylor, when Dez was out there, it looked like you guys could generate easy offense, and then when he wasn't, maybe not as much. Where do you guys go for that when he's off the floor without Ja?
I mean, obviously, we play as a team. I mean, we were playing lineups that had, I think, Derek, Luke, either D-Rod or Jake out there, maybe Zaire, JJ as well. We struggled, in that first half especially, I thought. We were getting great looks. I think we had like 14 assists at halftime on 18 made shots, but we were shooting, we shot in the 20% range from the three-point line. They did a good job double teaming JJ, but he had 3 assists. I thought he moved the ball well. Luke couldn't get it going, 0 for 5. A lot of great looks. So, obviously we're going to feel out our lineups and stuff, but, I'm very confident this group we can get going once we get our chemistry up and running.
How much right now do you feel like you're kind of just figuring out on the fly, given what's happened here injury-wise over the last few days?
Yeah, I think part of it is finding a rhythm, finding chemistry. I'm actually really proud of, our offensive execution. Got to figure out how to handle physicality a little bit better, but I loved our execution of our third gear, second gear, first gear. The ball movement was great. We shot 43 threes and we shot 28%. So things that we got to keep working on, but I love the shots that were generated. And then defensively, give them credit. But when we got them into the half court, we executed our defense. We were pretty good. They were good in, I think, transition early in the first half. We cleaned that up, and then 25-second chance points. I say, guys, we know our reality. We just got to figure out, what's going to come down to is the battle on the boards. We got to figure that out. But right now, it's definitely kind of a feel-out process, lineups, chemistry, all that. And just getting a rhythm. It's going to take some time, but as I challenge these guys, just to focus on getting better one day at a time. I'm not worried about the result. I'm worried about how we play.
With Jaren Jackson Jr., you mentioned him getting double more. Probably gonna see a lot of that now. Just how do you think he should be able to attack, those doubles and those, when teams try to play him that way?
Yeah, I think, when he's in the post, back to the basket, we've been drilling that with him, did a good job getting the ball off, but then I try to get him in space, picking pops, play on the perimeter and drive. Thought he had some good drives, got finishes. I think he may have gotten, fouled a couple times attacking the rim. And then when he's driving, they're throwing 2-3 bodies at him. Tons of respect. They're throwing a lot of bodies, and him just getting off the ball early, playing with his next teammate, driving kick for a 3. I think we turned down some shots too in those situations, but I thought he did a good job when he saw the crowd getting off of it. So I just got to keep figuring out how to get the ball deep in the paint for him, but then also get him playing in space, which he's really gifted at doing.
Coach, before the game, you kind of talked about playing small, just in terms of, to switch everything. How was that from your vantage point?
Yeah, I thought for the most part, I'll go back and watch the film. I think even when we were big, we got hurt on the boards, so I'm not going to say the boards was because we were small. Obviously D-Rod, Jake playing the 4, I thought it was pretty good. We were playing with great pace. The ball was moving, it was hopping. Obviously challenging Zion's a heck of a player, putting D-Rod on him at different stretches of the game, not just X. I thought he did a really good job too. A lot of guys, McCollum, Zion and Ingram are really tough covers for sure. So we were playing small, figuring out when Zion was at the 5, Zion was at the 4. I thought overall the guys did really well. We just came up short, not making enough shots, and gave them too many second chance points.
How do you think the effort was, at least on the boards in this game?
Not good enough.
And then did you ever consider using John, or was he available tonight?
John's available. Obviously he's going to be a big contributor for us, but he's been working back through some things the last week, just kind of ramping up. So I wanted to be smart with him. I anticipate, he could be in the rotation pretty soon. He's got some play groups he's playing in, but available. But I just kind of made a coach's decision there.
Okay, we've got a couple more for Taylor, but Derek is getting dressed, so if anybody wants him in the locker room, we're open now, so you guys can go get Derek now. And here's the next question for Taylor.
Coach, what's the update on Luke and what transpired with the technical and what was explained to why Marcus got the technical after that play?
Yeah, it was a drive. Lewis drove baseline. I don't think it was necessarily intentional or anything like that. Lunged his body in. I think it may have been shoulder or head to head. Luke took a nice shot. Obviously had the blood, and we were just smart. Just precautionary. So he's getting reevaluated right now. So not sure where things stand, but just want to be smart with a headshot. In this day and age. And then the ref said Marcus was talking to him, and then that was that.
Sadie.
Taylor, all in the back. Is this what you're going to need from Dez as you try to figure things out? Because obviously, whether he was on ball, off ball, he was really in attack mode all night and kind of gave you the spark that you needed throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go as far as saying this is what we need. This is how Dez plays. You know, he's going to come with this approach every single night, being in attack mode. Had 5 assists, 31 points and 5 dimes and 5 rebounds. Like, he did a lot for us. I thought even defensively, when he got in certain matchups, he did a really good job. But, I'm going to keep challenging him and the team. We need more. Keep finding more. Dez is built for that. All of our guys are. But he played a heck of a game tonight for us.
Chris.
I'm not sure how many of them were live ball offhand, but they had 21 turnovers. You had 2 fast break points, which is very unusual for this team historically. Do you chalk that up to back to the shooting problems, or were there some other execution in terms of trying to get opportunities in transition?
Yeah, I mean, credit to them. We talked about before the game. I mean, they turn teams over. That's how they get out and run. Playing in crowds, they put 4 or 5 guys in the paint. I thought they had like a lot of back tap when we were driving and could beat a guy. So kudos to them. They made some timely steals. But then also we couldn't rebound, so we were taking the ball out of the net and just kind of that weight on us, so we couldn't get out and run. But I'll go back and watch the film and see if 2 is accurate, and if it was because we didn't get the opportunities or we missed layups. I mean, we missed plenty of layups tonight and missed some shots. So we're going to work through it, keep finding ways to let our defense ignite our offense is what we always talk about. So film will reveal a lot for me.
Going back to another rotation question, with Kenneth Lofton Jr. being shorthanded in the big rotation, why wasn't he a factor today?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to go with some other guys that I've been seeing. Junior's done some good things too. This all a revolving opportunity right now. So I envision Junior being in the lineup at some point. I kind of with my gut going into the game with spreading the floor, getting these shots, thinking that we were going to knock down some shots. Obviously, Junior can help us with some physicality, rebounding, scoring as well. So he'll have his opportunities.
Hey, Coach J.C. Smith here. What were your overall thoughts and impressions on D. Rose and Marcus Smart tonight?
Yeah, I mean, great. I thought those guys came out with a competitive fire. Marcus made himself felt. With playmaking ability, knocking down shots, defensive coverages, playing off ball, on ball. They're going to continue to learn what we're coaching and how they can continue to contribute and get better. They were very vocal in the timeouts. Derek, played with a lot of pop. Just trying to get a feel for his teammates. That's what it's going to take as we're kind of evolving our lineups and combinations, his ability to drive and kick, get into the paint. Both those guys, shooting nights like all of us, we struggled a little bit, but I love the pace and the force that they play with, and also how they were just keeping the team positive as we were having a struggle tonight.
All right, thanks, David.
Great, thanks everybody.